Hello again, and welcome to another episode of Terraria. Well, this is going to be my first episode of Terraria Let's Die. I do apologize about any recording irregularities that happen over the next couple of episodes. Due to the last patch, Terraria isn't a game, apparently, or at least according to XSplit. So I'm having to screen render this, which, well, as you know, could have some problems. So anything that pops up, I do apologize. Okay, so plain and simple, this character is hardcore, which basically just means is it a he or a she? I think it's a he. If he dies, he's dead. For anybody who's wondering, the name is Sir, S-Y-R. Well, I can't remember what it means, but if I remember right, it has something to do with like being proper or royal or regal or something to the effect of like honorable or something. Yeah, it's either honorable or noble. I can't remember which. Ooh, this looks nice. A little bit of metal. Get some tin, so let me go ahead and mine through this real quick. See. Oh, we still start out with copper. Tin is the copper replacement. So, it is actually a little bit better than copper, but still not worth replacing it, this gear. Although a tin sword probably wouldn't hurt. Weird. Normally I find slimes by now. Okay, so while making this series, what I'm going to be doing is building small worlds, mostly because they're easier. It isn't exactly set up like this, but the way things seem to go is that the size of your world is kind of like your difficulty level, with small being easy and large being hard. Now that's not exactly true, that just is kind of like how it seems. One small thing, like I believe I showed you in one of my other videos, that in small worlds, with the proper gear, you're actually capable of jumping into floating islands, whereas with a large world, you'd have to find it and then build up to it, and that becomes a process, and yeah. Okay, so to start off with, first things first, we're going to make ourselves a sword, because wood is always better than metal, supposedly. Gonna get a little small bit of, we're not gonna make our camp here, but we are going to get a little bit of the stuff to do so. Actually, that hollow I was making over there would probably be nice. Normally what I'll do is kind of put dig a small hole in the spawn location so that I know where the spawn location was. It comes in handy to know where the spawn location is because, well, it's the center of the world. With the way it seems for the current way that hard mode activates, it's not as important as it used to be to know where that was, but it still is a little bit useful. It's a great place to make your elevator, because, hey, it's the middle of the world. Although the middle of the world is 3 blocks long, not 2, even though you're 2 blocks, so do be a little bit prepared about that. You could make a 3-block elevator without too much trouble, or make a 2-block elevator and just pick a side, but that's all up to you. I get trapped in a hole with a blue slime. That is not fair. Okay, as you can see, the moon's coming down in the background makes this a little bit more pertinent. Or the moon coming down. Yeah, the moon's coming up and the sun's going down. So yeah, I'm going to try to get a little bit more wood. It looks like I have a living tree over to the side, so we're going to go check that out. One good thing about living trees is the hollow ones, or this one isn't, but often they're hollow and they have pathways that lead down that have some pretty nice gear inside of them. At the same time, a bad thing about trees is they're kind of irritating. They're very pretentious. Well, it's daytime. Okay, so we're in a world with Crimson. This is very important detail, although I really shouldn't be in the Crimson. Luckily enough, the Crimson Chimeras not as effective as the Corruption's eaters. With the Crimson, their primary spawn is the eaters and the flesh monster, or the flesh face monster. Sorry, flesh monsters. I'm gonna die, ain't I? That'd be bad. But the face monsters are derivative at best, so you can outpace them. Did I get stuck down here? No, I'm good. I don't think he can follow. Fuck you. Compared to in the Corruption, where the two primary monsters are big and small eaters, so something like that, they could just fly over it. But as you can see, I can actually get away from the Crimson. It wasn't pleasant, and if I wasn't careful I would have died, because I'm not ready for it, but it's possible. Now we're going to take a little bit of a trip on this side. Ooh, a chest. It's very important to pick up chests in hard mode compared to lower mode for a couple of reasons. One of which being it's the easiest way to gain gear. In normal or softcore, it is very important, or getting gear isn't exactly so important because you can make stuff. In hard mode, it's important to get gear fast because, hey, you die, you're dead. So anything that helps you not die is good. Let's see, we got another living tree. Actually, this will probably be a good place to set up. So, I'm going to get some wood out of this real quick. As you can see, the sun's coming down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and set up here-ish. So put out some of my stuff. One of the reasons I'm setting up here is because it has a nice supply of wood, and wood is very important. I'd probably go as far as to say wood is probably the most important material in the game, due to its well, one, it's needed for making torches, and it's pretty much required for making furniture. You can make furniture with other grades of items, but they have the metals have more uses other than that, so it's kind of one of those. I'm trying to think. Like, you could make a chair out of gold, or you could make golden stuff out of gold. So, oh, that was actually part of the furnace. I didn't notice that. I'm like, why is there a rock sitting on top of my furnace? Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and set up real quick. So give me a moment. I built this a little too high. All you need is one above your head. So it's too high for me to even knock down. What? That sucks. So 4 high is all you need, like all the requirement. You can go higher for aesthetics if you wish, but it's not required. So let's see here. I'm gonna make a hammer because it's hammer time. But before I do that, I'm gonna go ahead and make this a house. So give me a moment to set up a little bit. Now, one thing I can do in this world is if I do get a if I don't gear up quickly enough, I can go over to the crimson and make crimson armor, like out of the crimson wood. It is a higher armor rating than copper and tin, if I remember right. If you remember my little list, it was like ah crap, there's a zombie there. I don't want this episode to only be like 5 minutes. Leave me alone, zombie. So first go, at least give me 20 minutes, okay? Okay? Thank you, zombie. Okay, as I was saying, if you remember my little, like, parlor in the main world, tin, like it was, I'm trying to remember exactly what it was, but it was minor wood, jungle, or normal wood, jungle wood, I'm not remembering, copper, then tin, then the, hollow, or no, then the hollow and crimson, I believe. I don't remember. I'd have to check, honestly. Sorry about that. But one thing, as you can see, the reason I'm picking the tree as a place to dig in is because, well, enemies on this side can't get to me. Because of the house door being towards here, I can pretty much do whatever I want as long as I stay local. Also, living tree gives me living walls, so it gives me access to a material that I need but don't have. I believe I can make living wall with living wood, but let's see here. Nope. I can make wood walls, but not living wood. So I'm gonna go ahead and make some walls. Now it does take a lot to make a house, so it's another reason why I picked the bigger tree, because it has more to it. What I'd do for something that wasn't copper. And very important to make sure you get rid of all of the natural walls. Even if it's a natural collectible wall like living wood, it is important to get rid of it before you start house making. Give me a moment to check. Okay, suitable. Why is my cat crying now? He's such a bother sometimes. But yeah, it's very important that you get rid of all the natural walls, because you cannot build on natural walls. Even if it's a natural wall you can collect, like the living wood or the, I'm trying to think of some examples, but like living wood or the dungeon blocks, for example. You can build on that, or you can collect those and then use them again, but the ones that are naturally there you cannot use. Okay. I now have a base set up. I'll put another torch in there, just keep it all up. I made that one a little bit big, but mostly intentionally. It is important that you have a suitable size. I don't remember. I believe it has to be 10 blocks long. That is more. Go away. I don't want to die. That's bigger than it should be, or needs to be, but because I have the furnace in there. I believe, I probably could have made it about 3 blocks smaller if I didn't put that furnace in there, but not much of a big deal. I'm trying to remember, is it here or here that would be best? Using potions is a little bit of a tricky thing, if, depending on how you pick up. Sometimes the potions will potions will register first, but I can't remember which side registers first. So that's something that you'll get used to. I can't remember the exact word for it, but it's one of those things where it's hard when you don't know it, but it's really simple once you do get to once you understand it. These are useful, and these are useful. See, there's a chest down there I can get to. Dang it. Well, this was my first episode. As you can see, I'm dead. I turned into a ghost. It's hard mode, so yeah, I can't come back. Sir's been deleted. Yeah, that's a little bit of a bummer. I was just starting to get things ready. I blame that jerk right there. Asher. What kind of a name is Asher, you dick? Anyway, so this was the first episode of Terraria 1.2 hard mode, or hardcore. I'm not going to be making a lot of these. It's going to be something to do between. I'm not going to like make a whole series out of it. Oh, I guess in theory it already is a series, but I'm not going to be making like 100 episodes or anything. It's just going to be a short, when I'm bored type thing. I'm currently working on getting permission. I'm not going to say what to because I don't want to jinx it. But I'm currently working on getting permission to record another Let's Play. Because I'm not a... I'm trying to remember. I am allowed to monetize because I'm YouTube partnered, but I'm not partnership programmed. I know that sounds weird, but since I don't have a company backing me, I can't just go off and be like, you know what, I'm gonna do some Battlefield or Call of Duty or anything big like that, or just be like, hey, you know what, this game came out and it's a AAA title, I'm gonna do a Let's Play of it. But because I don't have a backing, I can't do that because they're not gonna give me permission because I'm too small, and well, without permission I can't. Even if it's not monetized, I can't put videos of it up that are too long. So Hopefully I should have a new series out by... I'm recording this on October 15th. Hopefully I should have a new series started by the 20th. So if that doesn't happen, I didn't get it. If it does, it means I got it. So cross your fingers and have a nice day.